Welcome to the online learning environment. I want to talk to you about the tone of conversations we will have during the semester. Tone in an academic environment is very important. Even though we are in an online class, we are still together in a classroom. I place the highest priority on making this virtual classroom a safe space for all of us, including me. I have put a lot of time and energy into creating our class, and I expect that you'll be putting lots of time and energy into your creative writing studies. I know that in today's technological world, many of you are used to commenting and sending emails and texts that may not be appropriate in an academic environment. My assistant, Shirley,
Hiya.
is going to model unacceptable behavior.
This is stupid. I hate this textbook. The deadlines for this class are dumb.
See how these things are not helpful. You'll be spending a lot of time online with one another. You'll be commenting on discussion board postings and the text reading. Remember these things. 1. Audience. Someone is going to be reading what you wrote, and that someone is a human being. 2. Tone. Ask yourself if what you're writing is clear and kind. Imagine that you're receiving the note you just wrote. How would it make you feel? Shirley? Demonstrate.
I thought this exercise was useless, and I think the way you tried to work with it didn't work at all. It's stupid.
How would that make you feel?
Not good.
Exactly. So, don't press send. Stop. Think about what you were saying, why you were saying it, and make sure you are using language that is clear and kind.
But I don't have time to think about it that much.
Then you don't have time to send it or say it, and if you are that rushed, perhaps you don't have the time for an online class at all. Online classes are not easier, nor are they less time-consuming. Make sure you have the time in your own life to dedicate to your education. Then, think about all of us being face-to-face. What would you say to another person's face? The same rules apply online. You may not can see everyone in real time, but everyone is a human being.
I can't help how people take what I say.
That may be true, but you can help the way in which you say it. Remember to treat one another with respect and compassion. This goes not just for each other, but for me as well. I am your professor. I am here to help you in any way that I can, but in order to do that, you must treat me and the class with respect. I will not respond to, nor will I tolerate, disrespectful behavior. That includes things like,
I just wasted 3 hours of my life on this stupid assignment.
How might that make me feel? First, I feel like you haven't asked the right questions and as such, felt frustrated. Second, I feel like you have disregarded my background, intelligence, and care that I put into the course. If I have assigned an exercise or activity, it is because I believe it has value. Do you want me to respond to your writing in the same way? Gosh, Shirley, I just wasted 3 hours of my life trying to figure out your stupid poetry exercise. None of it made any sense. Your idea is dumb, and you just wrote one big whining cliché.
That's mean.
Yes, it is. And I will never respond to any of you or your work in that way. Please do not communicate with me or your fellow students in that way. We must take extra care to create a safe, fulfilling virtual community. If you can do that, there are a few choices. 1. You can withdraw from the class. 2. I will withdraw you from the class.
Are there any other options?
No. Those are the only 2 options. If you cannot or choose not to behave in a civil, respectful manner, you will not be allowed to remain in the classroom. I am friendly, but I am not here in the capacity as your friend. Treat me as the professional that I am. I promise you I will treat you with courtesy and respect. Failure to do that will result in your withdrawal from the class.
Is this like a zero-tolerance policy?
Yes.
How am I supposed to know if I said something mean?
If you have to ask yourself whether you should send it, that's one good way to tell. But keep these things in mind. Is it helpful? Is it designed to bring people together instead of divide them? Is it kind? If the answer is yes to those things, you're in good shape.
So what you're saying is that we should be kind to each other.
Pretty much. There is no room in this class for bullies of any type. What else have you learned?
Since this is an online class, everything we do is an opportunity to practice our writing. We should be aware of audience, tone, and content.
Excellent. We're going to have a great semester.